Kokomo, Indiana, with a population of roughly 60,000, is a typical American Rust Belt town. The alliance between the UAW and the auto corporations has produced massive job losses, with workers subject to ceaseless wage and benefit cuts. This year marks the 80th anniversary of the founding of the United Auto Workers. In the words of the revolutionary socialist James P. Cannon, the mass strike wave that forced the recognition of the Union was a revolt of the men from nowhere, who were without benefit of organization, without privileges, the outcasts of society. Today, living conditions for auto workers parallel those faced by their forebears in the hungry years of the 1930s. Chris, a Tier 2 worker at Kokomo's Chrysler plant, lives in a motel across the street from his workplace.
My name's Chris. I'm an auto worker. I'm a member of the union. I've been with Chrysler since 2010. I make $19.23 an hour right now. Well, I'm inside this wonderful hotel. I've been on sick leave from work. I was suspended from work for a medical incident, and I was without pay for about 10 weeks. And I'm still fighting for that back pay that the union really hasn't done anything about for me. I was renting a house, and because of the time I was off of work, I was unable to pay the rent. I have a son, he's 7, he's getting ready to be 8 this Friday, and my daughter just turned 12 in February. Working Friday in the morning, Saturday in the morning, and Sunday evenings and Monday evenings causes me to miss a lot of time with my children, my family. And my wife and I started growing apart because of it. And nobody really knows what's going on with the contracts. And if you ask like your steward or your committeeman or the president and vice president, they really don't want to give us any answers. The only thing they'll tell us is, oh, it's coming from international on down. And you know, when we vote these people into office, we like to know what's going on. What are they going to do for the workers? You even got now team leaders that are union brothers and sisters coming up to people on the line and acting like they're management. And if you say anything to them, they'll go right to management, and management will walk you out now. There's a picture of our union president, Dennis Williams, and he's hugging the CEO, hugging the CEO of the company, which is, you know, that is not a good sign. That is not a good sign of what's to come and where the union's going. As far as the VIBA and how it started, I haven't heard anything about it, and if that's something that's in the contract, maybe that's why they're not speaking out loud about it. It's something we're going to be blindsided with. They're going to say, here's a $3,500 sign-on bonus, sign this contract. We need to see our unions fighting for us, because if they don't start fighting for us and keep us informed and let us know what's going on, there's going to be another structure come along, and it's going to be another uprising. So I mean, we could be in start of another revolution, and if the unions are going to be representing the companies and taking away from the workers, that goes against what their grandfathers and our forefathers, you know, fought for for lifetimes in the 1900s and the 19th century. And the start of the Industrial Revolution was to make conditions better for us. Now, if they're working to make more profits for the company and profits for themselves, and leaving the workers out of the profits, there's going to be some issues with that. We need to have these rank and file committees stand up, and we need to band together and fight for what we want to know, fight for our rights, fight for our health care, fight for our families, and fight for our countries, and fight for everyone across the world to have the same knowledge and the same access to health care and family life and peace of mind that the corporations and our union bosses have.